According to the New York Times, Donald Trump only paid $750 of federal income tax in the years 2016 and 2017, meaning that in the first year of his presidency, he paid far less federal income tax than most working and middle-class Americans do, and certainly a lot less than somebody supposedly as wealthy as him should be paying. Now, the argument is, and the New York Times notes this, that he was able to use all of his accountants and his loopholes that are designed for the rich and wealthy and well-connected, and he was able to write off a lot of business losses to reduce his personal income tax to effectively nothing. I don't think that excuse is going to go over well, however. On the one hand, it does make him look like a bad businessman, and it's confirmed in the raw data. If Trump wants to make the argument that he was such a bad businessman that he effectively could owe nothing in taxes, despite making millions of dollars of revenue through various income and business sources, I don't think that will go over well. And if he wants to make the argument that despite the fact that he pulls in millions every year, he can justify paying less than $1,000 in taxes when somebody that earns minimum wage or barely over it will pay more, I don't think that argument's going to go well either. And we have to make some comparisons here. In 2017, we have data from some key people from the Democratic Party that ran for president, and what they paid in income taxes, though to be fair, jointly with their spouses, and it ranges anywhere from a couple $100,000 with Elizabeth Warren up to over $3 million from Joe and Jill Biden. And what that shows is that Warren and Sanders and Harris and Biden, despite the fact that they have far less wealth than Donald Trump, they're not poor people, they're all very wealthy people in relative terms, but they paid far more in taxes, hundreds of times more in some cases in taxes than Donald Trump. It's absolutely absurd, and this just goes to show you why Donald Trump is a fraud. He likes to pretend he's a super successful businessman, and he obviously isn't. Otherwise, a man as wealthy as him couldn't get away with paying $750 in taxes. But that's just a small fry issue. What this really shows is this man who's given away billions, if not trillions, in tax cuts to people like him, to people slightly less richer than him and more richer than him, giving trillions away in tax cuts, so they can all pay pittances on their taxes, while regular people suffer without healthcare, without decent education, without food, without shelter, without safe communities. This man is an unmitigated fraud, and you can see it in his taxes. A man that supposedly makes a huge deal of, I'm not going to take a salary. I'm making such a sacrifice for the country. I'm being president when I could just be an easy-made billionaire. When this guy is contributing less in federal taxes than a majority of working people, it seems. Regular working-class Joes who don't get to live in solid gold apartments in New York pay more in taxes than this guy. So the next time people tell you that Trump is this great businessman, or that the rich already pay so much of the taxes and they're overtaxed and overburdened, show them this. Because Donald Trump is treating America like it's a sucker. This man is getting away with trillions of dollars for him and his rich and wealthy and well-connected friends. Now, to be fair, this notes that one of the reasons he's been able to write off so much in taxes is that Obama-era tax cuts and tax changes allowed him to. So I'm under no illusion that, this is simply the Republican Party. But what I am suggesting is that while his challenger and other people seem to be paying their taxes and seem to be paying hundreds of thousands, if not millions in taxes, Donald Trump can't say the same. This is a man that, while working people are struggling to survive, is paying less than $1,000 in taxes. He's a fraud, he's a monster, and he doesn't make the sacrifices he's asking from regular Americans.